there, it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with one more match with the Generator Servant. We'll try to get another good game here. Still reeling a little bit from the lost Neat Man queue, but hopefully we have a little bit better luck this game, and we get to see some turn 3 shenanigans. So yes, I'd like to play first. This is going to be some turn 3 shenanigans, so I'll keep it. Hopefully I don't get first turn Thoughtseize, but if he does first turn Thoughtseize and take a Generator Servant, that's the right play, but if he does not, and he takes one of these guys, then at least I still get some turn 3 shenanigans with the Generator Servant. So, opponent does have to mulligan down to 6. So that's good news for us. I'll just go ahead with the Blood Crypt and play tapped. And pass turn back to him, and we'll have a turn 2 Generator Servant. Like to see like a green deck. A red deck is okay other than Generator Servant can get shot down by a shock or a lightning strike. So here we go with the Generator Servant. And actually, we're not in the greatest shape if Generator Servant dies here. But if we do get this guy, if he decides to go like an Ash Zealot or a any other 2-drop here, this should seal the deal, because I don't think a red deck can actually deal with Underworld Cerberus. It's pretty much over if that's the case. So he's going to have to use a Lightning Strike on a Searing Blood. Oh, it's going to be burn. This is a matchup I do not like because it's hard for us to get up to our 5 drops when he's burning off the Generator Servants and whatnot. So Carriage will come out here. In fact, these Generator Servants might just get completely removed post-sideboard. I have no way to gain life either in this deck. So again, that was a very, very rough trade for me. It looks like maybe no Chandra's Phoenix. In fact, I'm not even 100% sure this is burn. It looks like it is to me. What we need to hit here is, yep, a Forest. All right, so this should be game. I don't think he can actually deal with a Underworld Cerberus. No matter how I do this, actually Xenagos might be better than Underworld Cerberus. Nah, it's going to be Underworld Cerberus. This is a safer line to play. So good luck, Burn, dealing with a 6/6. What he needs to do now is he needs to focus on burning my face. If he has subsequent Bloods in his hand, Searing Bloods, it's not going to do much. Xenagos is going to actually come out and double the Underworld Cerberus next turn, so he's on a very fast clock. I'm sure, yep, I just get Lightning Striked here, and he's going to have to race me, which at this point I don't know if he's going to be capable of doing so. Rolling out Maka just casting. Okay, so it's going to be some sort of red deck. I might just Shadowborn Demon here. And kill off the Rebel Maka, because then that way he can't attack me with it. And then, yeah, then he's on a 2-turn clock by me casting other stuff and being able to sack it to the Shadowborn Demon. So I think that's actually the right play. Shadowborn Demon comes out. He's going to kill the Rebel Belt Maka. And yep, he scoops there because he knows he's dead within a few turns. We've been able to kill the Sylvan Carriage, still have the lands to actually cast everything else. So I am actually liking this a lot better than Burn, as we have ways to completely just go over the top of him. I mean, if he wants to... Oh, geez. Again, I want to play the Satyr Hedonist and the Generator Servant, so maybe I still do, but I want a Searing Bloods to be completely dead. I think that the Life's Legacy is fine to get out. I'm actually liking Domri in this because it puts him in some bad situations, whether he's going to either attack into Domri or attack into me and do damage. Rakdos Return is not good. Dreadbore. Dreadbores are actually decent. Citizen Tactics seem okay. I think it's maybe Satyr Hedonist that... I'm going to get rid of a 2 of Satyr Hedonist. And Court of Callings actually seem very, very slow here, so I can actually bring in another Satyr Hedonist. And Soul of Innistrad, more Shadowborn Demons, I don't think are the right line of play for this. I'm liking this list here, which is adding the Domries. Again, this is a Blitz deck, Red Blitz. He had a weird hand. He probably had a lot of burn. The Rebel Maka, I could get blitzed just too quickly. I mean, maybe Scavenging Oozes or something I need to put in the sideboard, as they give me some way to deal with these Blitz decks. But I actually have played this deck. One of the guys here in the store was playing a Goblin Rabble Master deck, and I played this Generator Servant deck, and I actually had a very, very high win percentage versus him because I was able to usually ramp into like a Colonial Hydra or an Underworld Cerberus, and they just absolutely cannot deal with that, and I'll kill them before they can kill me. So I'm going to keep this hand as the... I don't like Shocking Myself, but Burning Tree Emissaries are one of the better cards versus this matchup, as it just gives chump blockers. So here, it's just going to be, yeah, first turn Stomping Ground, second turn Blood Crypt. That guy's going to get in for some damage before I can deal with him. Flesh Blood's going to be nice too. It's going to give me another way to deal with early aggro. So do the Stomping Grounds. And then BT, and I'm hoping to draw into... We actually might just end up blooding off one of his dudes here with BT. I'm hoping he spends his mana and allows me... Because the problem with Flesh Blood is in response they can kill your guy. All right, so whatever he puts out here, it's going to be Burning Tree Emissary. That's actually going to be pretty problematic for us because he'll get another free card. No, he doesn't. Just a Fire Drinker Satyr. So what I'm going to do here is Burning Tree, Blood. I think that's actually fine. So it's going to be Overgrown Tune. Unfortunately, we have to shock ourselves. For Burning Tree. Into Burning Tree. Into blooding off the Burning Tree Emissary. And we have a Dreadbore next turn. First is Fire Drinker Satyr. And we don't have to shock ourselves next turn either. It's going to be a while before we can get these Underworld Cerberuses out. I guess I could have kept the blood up for the Blood Master Cruelties combo, which I'm actually starting to find a lot better in this deck. I think I might cut a Dreadbore for another blood. But Dreadbore, again, for the Course of Curfixes, Domries, the Nisas, I kind of just like Dreadbore being able to absolutely kill them without question, rather than having to redirect damage that may or may not kill the Planeswalker. Again, here he can go like Rebel Built Maka. I'm blocking no matter what with the Burning Tree Emissary. In fact, if he attacks with both, I might block with both Burning Tree Emissaries. And that way he has to use Rebel Built Maka. Probably Searing Blood here. Magma Jetting off a Burning Tree Emissary. That's fine. Again, this is stuff that should be going to my face, which is not going to my face. Puts both of them on the top of his library, so he likes the cards coming up, but they may end up being... And he does that. Oh, he does that before his draw phase. So yeah, another phase, a shock. All right, shock on the Burning Tree. So I might just have to Dreadbore off this Fire Drinker Satyr. He's down to 2 cards. I'm down to 13 life. Still relatively healthy. The best thing I can draw into here is a land or another like Burning Tree Emissary. Solar Chandelier is pretty bad. I actually should have cut that card. It has a high casting cost. It's hard for me to get out. So at this point, I think I just need to Dreadbore off the Fire Drinker Satyr. And now I'm into Runner. I need 2 lands. Cards like Carotid can actually help. Cards like a Generator Servant can actually help. Burning Tree Emissary, number 2 for him, into a Frenzied Goblin. And he still has 2 mana open, which he could Lightning Strike off if he's going to use the mana. He's down to 1 card, though. Yeah, Scavenging Ooze would just be a blowout here if I had a Scavenging Ooze. Oh, and he's going to Convoke me down for 4. Yeah, that was a pretty good interaction here. I could just be dead here. We get the Forest. Unfortunately, it's not. We're going to take at least 3 damage next turn plus whatever he draws. I might just be a little too late to actually deal with this because I go down to a 6, and now he's really onto the... Oh, geez, and Frenzied Goblin is rough. Yeah, that's a rough card for us to deal with. He gets a land, so we have some time. Hopefully draw into something here. Temple of Bannon, that's the worst card we could have drawn into because it's going to give me a turn. I think we actually do put that on top because we want to hit into the Soul Chandelar. But with 3/3 and no way for us to block, yeah, that was actually poor. What I needed to do was to sideboard that for something that can actually do damage with the Master Cruelty. Because it's going to do 3 and 3. And the Frenzy Goblin is going to make it so I can't block. Yeah, what we needed to hit was a Burning Tree Emissary, not a Forest. So the Soul Chandelar can come out, and then I die. So unfortunately, no ramp there. The Shocks are going to be good. The Magma Jet's been good versus us, but we'll be on the play this time, and hopefully we can actually out-aggro him. Again, all he has to do is attack with Frenzy Goblin, make it so my Soul Chandelar cannot block, and it is over. All right, so we'll go on to the next game. Again, maybe Solar Chandelar just needs to come out completely. Maybe even like yeah, Satyr Hedonists are fine. They put out early blockers. Maybe a Citizen Tactics is okay. I mean, I can wipe his board. I think it's better than a Slow Chandelar. I think it's better than an Ogre. No, Ogre Battle Driver is fine. Maybe better than a Domri for just a one of Citizen Tactics. And again, Life Legacy, Shadowborn, Soul of Innistrad, Court of Callings, I don't think make the cut. So we'll submit this. And hopefully we can get out that Generator Servant early. Yes, we'd like to play first. I want to see Sylvan Carrotids. We do see Sylvan Carrotids. That is pretty good. This is a really, really, really good hand. Our opponent keeps his hand as well, which is very scary with a deck like that. Hopefully he has no... like Fire Trigger Satyr is really good first turn because he has a way he can actually pump it versus Sylvan Carrotid. And I might just actually... It's just a Frenzied Goblin. That's not nearly as painful. So it's going to be a Carrotid, and we can actually not take some life here with the Carrotid. So we're definitely ramping pretty well. And next turn we can actually put out a Carrotid and Dreadbore or something. So this is looking really good. All right, taking some damage here. We definitely want to kill off the Legion Loyalist. The Frenzied Goblin, I think, is actually better. And he does not use it, so we will block the Frenzied Goblin. If he wants to Rebel Maka here, that's fine. We'll get a card out of his hand that can later... just a Titan Strength, okay. That's okay. It saves us damage. He likes the card on top. Again, I think it's just Stomping Grounds into play tapped. And going to be another Carrotid. So maybe that block was bad. I'm not quite sure with the Titan Strength. Absorbing 4 damage, yeah. At this point, I don't think I can block. Because I need the mana. And nothing in his hand. There's his Generator Servant. I think it's just Domri it up. Or Dreadbore. No, I think it's Domri it up. And +1. We need to hit that land. So by hitting that land, what I mean is if it's a creature on top, we just take it. And then next turn we get a land. And now he's got to decide where he wants to put the damage with Domri. All right, and there is a forest on top, so we know what's coming on top. So this will be an Underworld Cerberus next turn. I will not be blocking with the Carrotid. He's probably going to shock Domri and then... Or Lightning Strike Domri? No, me. He's going for me. So next turn I can generate a Servant and fight something. And again, what is he going after here? He's going after me, which is probably smart. 4 cards in hand. See if he pumps. No, he doesn't. I'm down to 12. So the Cerberus is going to come out. And we'll be fighting the Frenzied Goblin. And now we're in pretty good shape. We got a Dreadbore. We got another Underworld Cerberus. Again, we got to worry about burn. So shocking Domri, you got to... No, he goes for me again. And Lightning Striking me. So he's got... He definitely has the damage. 3 cards still left in hand. I'm down to a 7. Oh, man. We really need life gain in this metagame. I need a card like Thragtusk. I know I hate to say that because I hated that card when it was standard, but these red decks are just really hard for me to deal with. Yawgmoth, a Tomb here. I think the right line of play is just to fight the Legion Loyalist. And we got to go for the kill. And hopefully he doesn't have like burn, and just draws into creatures. 2 lightning strikes out of the way. I don't know how many. He's going to stoke the flames. So now all he's top deck into is just a lightning strike. Again, sometimes you have it all. Right here what we're going to do is we're just going to put out an Underworld Cerberus. Put him down to 14, and hopefully we can survive whatever the 3 cards are in his hand. He hasn't been playing stuff, so it could just be another Lightning Strike. He does. Oh, triple Lightning Strike. Only card we really need to worry about was the burn route. We would have had 12 damage, and then again, if you would have drawn another card, looking pretty bad for us. Even like a Searing Blaze is pretty much dead, though, because nothing would have died. I think that you don't put out the Generator Servant or the Burning Tree at that point. But it was a really, really close game. Probably shouldn't have blocked with the Sylvan Carotid, and we could have ramped into an Underworld Cerberus a little bit quicker. And then had Domri to kill stuff. I don't know. We'd have taken some extra damage there, though. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the right line of play would have been. But again, tough matchup without life gain. Again, in this metagame, I think you have to run life gain, especially MTGO's metagame is so terrible in the 2-man queues that you're seeing burn. Like every other deck is going to be burn on the 2-man queues, as it is really like no really tickets invested into it. This entire deck can be made for very, very cheap, this red deck here, and that is why you'll see a lot of people in the 2-mans, they just want to play a few, tournaments, nothing serious, so they queue this up. It has some decent matchups versus, like, Mono Black is okay, but even Grey Merchant, stabilizing the Grey Merchant is pretty much a death sentence for them. And any sort of life gain, again, is how you beat this game. So this deck. So maybe I guess we'll just go right into the wrap-up video here. This has been Ken with Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.